Today, I'm sharing an update on my $10 daily investment into VTI. This portfolio has been invested for 700 days. I am going into week 100 of $10 every day, Monday through Friday. So, we'll go over what is VTI, how I've been going about dollar cost averaging, what my results are so far, and take a look at a breakdown on the performance, top holdings, and other insights, including why I chose this ETF. So let's get started. What is VTI? VTI stands for the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. This ETF is designed to give investors exposure to the entire US stock market, including large, mid, small, and even microcap stocks. Essentially, when you invest into VTI, you're getting a little piece of almost every publicly traded company in the US. This makes VTI a great choice for those who want diversified exposure without having to pick individual stocks. Around 700 days ago, back in September of 2022, Kenan Grace kicked off one of his challenges, and it was to invest for 10 weeks into a blue chip stock or ETF. And I chose VTI because I felt that my portfolio was too heavily weighted into individual stocks. And I was going to use this as a way to get started on building up my portfolio foundation into this ETF. I do this Monday through Friday. I make up for holidays or if I happen to forget, but I do 5 days a week, not 7. So, like I said, I took this as the perfect opportunity to get myself started, but never stopped because just because I call it a challenge, I just keep it going. It was a stepping stone to build a new habit, and I am not done yet. This method is dollar cost averaging, DCA. It's an investment strategy where you invest a fixed amount on regular intervals. For me, like I said, Monday through Friday, regardless of the market price, I'm going to be investing every day. Using this method can reduce the impact of the volatility of the stock price, as well as work well with your budget because you can just allocate small amounts to be invested on a weekly or daily basis, whatever you choose. But by consistently investing, you will build up your share size and just smooth out the highs and lows of the stock market. So let's take a look at my results so far. I have 22.45215 shares. I'm up 18.83%. The current portfolio value is 5,898.18. My average cost is $221.07. And as I said, it's been invested for 700 days. I've just been steadily building this portfolio without any worry and stress about short term price fluctuations. I know I'm holding this for the long term. So, VCI has been a solid performer over the long term. Its diversified nature means that it benefits from the overall growth of the US stock market, of the US economy. As of today, VCI is trading at $266.58. And analysts have set various price targets that we will take a look at. But you can see here whether it's against the S&P 500 or the category, VTI is a strong contender. Now, looking at the price targets, the highest price target is $365.90. Average price target $312.24. These are analyst offerings for the next 12 months. I was also taking a look at some price targets going out further to 2025, 2030, and beyond. So, according to this, VCI could reach $352.76 by 2030, $672.05 by 2040, and $924.23 by 2050. But these are just projections from analysts. As always, you have to just, as they say, take it with a grain of salt. So I am a long-term investor. So I'm ready to hold on to my VTI as well as other positions in my portfolio and just looking forward to the day, even if it is in 2035, when I potentially could be up by 110% from my current investment. I'm just focused on holding and letting it grow over time. So now let's go over the makeup and the dividends. The Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF is made up of 3,680 holdings, covering everything from the biggest companies like Apple and Microsoft and Nvidia to small companies that I'm sure we've never even heard of. This broad exposure is what makes VTI so attractive. So let's take a look at the top 10 holdings. We have Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Google, Berkshire Hathaway, Eli Lilly, and JP Morgan. So for Google, we have Class A and Class C listed here. And out of the companies in the top holdings, I do invest directly into many of those for additional exposure. So VTI's holdings are weighted by market cap, meaning larger companies like the Apple and Microsoft have a bigger influence in performance. You'll be getting broad sector diversification, which will reduce the impact of downturns when it comes to a particular segment. Taking a look at a few, we have tech at 27.6, financial at 13.6, and health at 12.5. VCI also has a low expense ratio of 0.03%. Now, an expense ratio is a fee that you have to pay for a managed fund like this, but there definitely are choices like VCI and VOO out there that have low ratios that won't eat away at your potential growth. In addition to that, VCI does pay a quarterly dividend. And for this portfolio that we're looking at, this is my last dividend payment, which I received on July 2nd, and it was $20.13. So I have the drip on over there, which is dividend reinvestment plan, which means instead of my dividend payment hitting my cash balance, it just goes right back into buying more of my ETF. So as of the time of this recording, VTI is currently $266.59 per share. As I mentioned, my average price is $221.07 because I've been investing at so many various price points over the last 100 weeks. Year to date, the fund is up 13%. Over the last year, it's up 19.64%. And over the last 5 years, it's up 81%. So just going to share one more thing I came across on the Wall Street Journal. This is the Lipper Leader Scorecard, and it is a reputable rating system used to evaluate mutual funds. Assesses funds based on multiple criteria, including total return, consistent return, preservation, tax effectiveness, and expenses. So funds receiving a 5 rating are considered Lipper leaders, placing them in the top 20% for their category. This is a tool that is valuable for investors seeking to make informed decisions about mutual funds. But there are many factors for you to consider to make sure that an investment is in line with your specific goals. But as you can see here, VTI is rating a 5. In 4 of the categories, only a rating of 4 when it comes to preservation. Remember, consistency is key to achieving your goals. Whether it's financial or working out, we're not going to get a six pack from doing sit ups one time. We have to stick with it. So I'll continue to keep you updated on this portfolio because these small, regular investments can really add up over time. I'm going to keep going with this one. I'm not going to get discouraged by any market dips. Many times I see them as opportunities to add something to my portfolio because I have many positions that I am not done building out yet. Stay focused on your goal and remember why you started your financial journey. I often share that my main goals right now have been retirement, early retirement, and to give my daughter a head start. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this update on my journey to continue to be consistent with my investing into VTI. Maybe I shared with you something new that you can incorporate into your investing strategy. If you're interested in opening a new account, Please check out my referral links. They'll be in the description and pinned in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about my progress so far. Would you have chose this for your portfolio? Are you doing something similar when it comes to your investing? And feel free to ask any questions. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.